The Foundation Season 3 finale on Apple TV Plus has shaken the sci-fi world by dramatically reimagining a classic twist from Isaac Asimov's seminal series, a twist that's been a defining moment in science fiction for over 7 decades. But here's where it gets controversial. While the show embraces the essence of Asimov's story, it throws a curveball that not only reassigns a famous identity, but also surprisingly eliminates half the cast. This bold reinterpretation has fans buzzing, and it's worth diving deep to unpack what this all means for longtime followers and new viewers alike. To understand the magnitude of these changes, we need to rewind to 73 years ago, when Asimov first introduced one of the most iconic plot twists in sci-fi literature. In the original narrative, found in the novella The Mule, and further explored in the second book of the Foundation series, Foundation and Empire, readers encounter Magnifico Giganticus, a seemingly goofy, light-hearted entertainer whose antics mask a far darker secret. Magnifico travels the galaxy with Bayta and Torin, members of the Foundation, always staying just ahead of the enigmatic Mule, a powerful Fast forward to the present day, and Apple TV Plus's Foundation series finally brings this legendary moment to life in its Season 3 finale, titled The Darkness. The show has been building toward this for some time, especially after Season 2's pivotal moment where Gál Dornick's consciousness leaps 150 years into the future, witnessing the widespread havoc the Mule wreaks across the galaxy in his quest to find the elusive Second Foundation. Gál's journey has been essentially about preventing this grim future. She even goes so far as to establish the secretive Second Foundation herself, and goes into periods of cryosleep to oversee the plan's progress. When Gál confronts the Mule in a final showdown, one that interweaves their physical clashes with mental battles, we get a thrilling but somewhat confusing depiction of the battle. The series openly takes liberties with the source material, demonstrating a clear willingness to reshape Asimov's story rather than adhere strictly to it. Despite the swirling confusion, the tension builds as viewers are led to expect the classic twist involving Magnifico. The show even offers glimpses into Magnifico's mind and his complex connection to the Mule, reinforcing the belief that the buffoonish troubadour is more than he seems. Yet, in a twist so unexpected that it challenges the entire foundation of the original narrative, the series reveals that Magnifico is not the Mule after all. Instead, Magnifico remains a well-meaning but simple entertainer who shadows the larger conflict without being at the center of it. The actual Mule turns out to be none other than Bayta Malo, recast here as a social media influencer wielding an unprecedented level of galactic sway through influence and manipulation, rather than overt conquest. When Bayta declares herself the Mule to a confused Gál, who still grapples with how her mind is being invaded after she thought the Mule was dead, it's a massive pivot that leaves viewers reeling. It's a bold reinterpretation that makes sense on some levels. The show has laid subtle breadcrumbs, suggesting Bayta's true identity all season. Her presence always seems to coincide with the Mule's attacks, and she commands an unusual degree of control over others. Whether it's the Mule himself, the rebellious Randu Malo, or even Magnifico, who openly expresses his affections for her, though without echoing the iconic line, "I've never felt such love." Yet, compared to the sharper and more emotionally charged twist centered on Magnifico in the books, this new version flattens some of the dramatic tension. Further complicating matters is that the TV version of Bayta is a native of a less prominent world, unlike the book's Terminus-born Bayta. Plus, some of the lineage shifts emphasize Turan's ties to the Foundation, distancing Bayta from those roots and shaping her as a more mysterious figure. These layered changes suggest the writers aim to surprise both new viewers and die-hard fans familiar with the original. However, this choice has sparked debate among fans and critics alike. Many expected Magnifico, the quirky side character, to take center stage with this monumental reveal, given how extensively the show developed his arc. Instead, viewers are left wondering how to reconcile Bayta's previously gentle and empathetic portrayal with the ruthless, manipulative role of the Mule. The show walks a fine line here, and it's uncertain whether this daring narrative gamble will completely land. Aside from the Mule's identity crisis, the episode also delivers a significant conclusion to the Genetic Dynasty subplot, one that has been building steadily through the season. Brother Dusk, the eldest clone in the triad of Cleon emperors, rebels against the cycle of death and rebirth that governs the dynasty. In a grisly scene, Dusk obliterates the clone banks housing his brothers, saving only an infant and then threatening violence to force Demoiselle, the immortal robotic majordomo, to protect him. This culminates in Demoiselle's apparent destruction and Dusk's ruthless ascension as the sole ruler of the Empire, wielding the Radiant, a predictive mathematical entity crafted by Hari Seldon himself. The fate of the other clones, especially Dawn, played by Lee Pace, hints that the character might return in Season 4, reigniting the power struggle within the dynasty. The show's penchant for jumping through time means that these future developments remain an exciting mystery. Meanwhile, a shocking reveal awaits us on Earth's moon. A robot head is powered on and initiates contact with another galaxy, setting the stage for a cosmic-scale storyline that ties into Asimov's broader universe. This moment, accompanied by the presence of Callie, a mysterious figure connected to Hari Seldon, suggests that the show is preparing to explore the connection between robots, the Galactic Empire, and the mysterious origins of Earth itself, elements integral to Asimov's larger literary tapestry. This raises a fascinating question for the audience. Could the unseen robot be R. Daniil Olivar, a pivotal figure in Asimov's Robot and Foundation series? Demoiselle's earlier revelation that she was also known as Daniil adds another layer of complexity, hinting at a hive mind or collective identity among these robotic entities. Such a development could broaden the scope of the show immeasurably, moving beyond the immediate conflicts to explore the millennia-spanning saga that intertwines humans, robots, and the destiny of the galaxy. Is this ambitious expansion A,